question today is, why are Asians so quiet about Nolan Wales? Should aliens so should Asians support Nolan Wales like the black community is? Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. What y'all got going on today? And is Nolan Wales the new face of civil rights? Is Nolan Wales the new face of civil rights? Come in. Come in, come in, come in. I did not even really know that Nolan Wales' mama was Asian. I did not know. And should the Asians be supporting Nolan Wales right now, or are they even aware that this happened to Nolan Wales? I mean, smash that like, come in, come in, come in. Asian lives matter. Is that the new face of civil rights? Take the poll as you come in. What's going on? Should Asians be supporting Nolan Well? Smash that like. Is Nolan Wells the new face of um civil rights? Smash that like. Come in, come in, come in. What's going on with y'all? Yeah, it's strange that the and is the reason the Asian community is so quiet because of the Asian business boycott issue. Is this why Asians are not support in Nolan Wells because he's half Asian? Is it because of the Asian boycott that they not supporting Nolan Wells? Let me change that up. Because it seems like they should be supporting Nolan Wells. His mom is an Asian. Smash that like. What's going on with y'all today, man? But you know what I mean? It seems strange that the agents are so quiet right now with the Nolan Wells stuff. And they might become the face of I'm saying, is it because of the boycott that the Asians are supporting Nolan Wells? Smashed up, like. A lot of times, um, we forget about that America is damn near the whole America is mixed. It's always somebody's. You know what I mean, what's his name? Tiger Woods. I'm about to say Tiger Perry. Tiger Woods called himself Caucasian. Um, this young man right here is Caucasian. So I want to ask the question too: is it still a matter of race, and if so, which race? Because um, Nolan Wells is black and Asian. Smash that like. And why are we not hearing from the Asians speaking up for Nolan? Prayerful soul, eyes without a face. Hey, prayerful. Did you know that Nolan Wells was half Asian? Smash that like. Did you know that Nolan Wells was half Asian? Like that's crazy. I didn't know that. And would you say the reason the Asian people not saying that because of the Asian boycott? That's what I'm asking. Why aren't the Asian people trying to find out what happened to one of their peoples? You think the Asian Americans gonna do like they always do, just keep it low, stay low? You know what I'm saying? But when I was like, that's kind of because they making it seem like it's a black and white thing. Like that's the whole thing where people are making it a race issue. And now here we go. This guy's Asian. That's what I'm asking. Should they care? I don't know. Some of them might, because remember, it's Koreans um that they really protesting against. I'm just bringing it up because everybody is saying it's about race when a black person is sticking up for them. So now what? What's the dynamic with that? You understand? So now what? When I mean, no, we live in the real world. A lot of us fantasize about. I mean, people know what's going on. People just don't want to accept it. Sometimes it's better to look at it as it's like we're in a dream. But yeah, I was wondering the reason they ain't saying shit about it is it because of the are any Asians speaking out against the black boycott of their industries? And black people always say they boycott something and still be going to get their nails done, still going to get their hair. You know what I'm saying? What black person in their right mind would get a boat with these people after the transaction? Hey yo, and that's kind of true. That's kind of true. But seemingly he's not just black. He's Chinese. Chinese people sometimes. I mean, that puts an interesting twist on the situation because now I want to know was Nolan raised um, Chinese heritage or black heritage? But there's a difference being raised by a Chinese mother and a black mother. I would say it's probably a difference. So was he raised Chinese values or black values? That's what I mean. Because Chinese traditions and superstitions are different from black traditions and superstitions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his daddy is black. I don't go for that shit when they say if your daddy black, that's what color you is. Because more likely the person who's making all the decisions is your mama. But with his mama being Chinese, Asian, shall we say, I don't know which Asian, should that give him an Asian group of people? That's, you know what I mean, it's about privilege. I know it's not about color, it's about privilege. And privilege nowadays ain't about color, it's about that moolah. Or about intelligence and history. Can you explain that answer, Prayerful Soul? How is this Nolan Well stuff about intelligence and history? This is about injustice. The only history in it is that it has happened again. And history repeats itself time and time again. This is about privileged people being allowed to sweep somebody under the rug. He didn't see. No, I'm not saying privilege. I'm saying privileged. Ed. Privileged people. People who are privileged. Judges' kids and people who are in the upper echelon of society in that area that control the ebb and flow of what goes down. That can change shit and just, you know what I mean? Did you hear the phone conversation? When the lady said, told the chief what was going down, the chief already knew about it. You see what I'm saying? The chief already knew about it. Shit, sure, I'm dreaming. I live in a real world family. Like 99% of the people that come through this chat stream could never walk a mile in my shoes of the life experiences and the things that I have, you know what I mean, been party to in life, family. No, yes, I am very surprised that it's being allowed. And you're saying that it's not privileged. It's just what happened. It's not a race thing. If this thing was switched around, that this was all Chinese kids and one a white kid, or all black kids and one white kid, all Asians, fam, them motherfuckers would be in jail. They had to fight their case from a jail cell. They had to go get, uh, they had to pull OJ lawyers back off the shelf, man. That's what I'm saying. When you say this not a race thing, that sounds like some imaginary stuff. That's fantasy. This is America. Everything is about race. You know what I mean? From how you tie your shoes, how you talk. So when you get up in the morning, it's about race, family. This America. You do realize that, right? You sure you're not living in a fantasy? I'm being honest with you, family, because shit. So, you know what I mean? You got to know this shit is serious. This the that, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's right, but that's just this America, fam. Americans don't want to hear that shit. Listen, this is listen. Who gave those kids alcohol, man? I want to know that too. That nigga said hello. Yeah, Emmett Till is too commercialized, fam. We waste too much time on Emmett Till when it's been like millions of black kids and black men and women that experience the same thing. Like it's too commercialized. And when did you show them the pictures of the people who did it? That's who you should show the picture of them, because those people were able to live their lives and then go to jail for the shit. And the lady that lied on him, that they say lied on him, she never got nothing. Yo, you always coming in here with some shit, man. Tony B, what's up with you? I'm chilling, family. What's up with you? Tony B, what you been up to, man? We don't live in a fantasy. This shit is very real. My wife is Asian. Hold on. She said because Asians are smart. What's the smart about them, Drew? And yo, racist ass, what you doing with an Asian wife, Drew? Yo, fucking, you know you the guy that go, hey, you can't choose who you love, though, Drew. That's what it is, family. What are you doing with an Asian woman? I thought you would have, like, Swiss Miss or somebody. Oh, yeah, Drew got a jacket on because you crazy as hell. Nothing but respect for the opinion, though. May not agree with it, but nutball. Having Obama as president really made forget our history. No, having Obama as president allowed us to let men marry men and women marry women. Archie Bunker and Edith Bunker are so upset with him. Okay, why is she better? Because it's this way instead of that way? Drewski, why is she better? Is it because is the color got anything to do with it, or just as a woman she's better? Smash that like, man. Shout out everybody.
You don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time? Okay, my coordinates are
these kids was drunk. You say you feel sorry for the new generation. Smash that like, y'all.
Brian, it looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you on Horn Island? Yeah. All right. Is the boat sinking or you have it aground? We were sinking.
What y'all doing this evening, man? What y'all got going on? Well, today they living in an augmented reality. The kids are living in an augmented reality.
What do you want to do? Do you want to be told back? I want to get this boat on stank and towed back, yeah. All right. When would you
They're living in an augmented reality.
You can tow it to Ocean Springs or Port Bayou on. All right. How many
Cheers.
children on board? No, there's no children. So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
I firmly stand on my values. Every single president sucks. My whole life, gun to my head, I had to choose a favorite. It would be Bill Clinton. If I had to choose a favorite, it'd be two. It'd be George Bush Sr. and Ronald Reagan. I love the 80s, man. It is what it is. It was the coming of age. Smash that like, y'all. For me, anyway. Can y'all hear this conversation? This is the kids.
There's nobody on board the boat?
Okay, why would your favorite be Abraham Lincoln? Craft for soul. I'm speaking on the president that I lived through, so I know the experience. I'm not going off of like his prestige and stuff. My favorite is, I mean, show me in the Constitution of the Bill of Rights where they have plans for people other than the straight Protestant, allegedly white males that wrote it. Tell me somewhere in the Constitution that they're making room for somebody else.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you 38. You don't remember nothing else before Bill. I lived through Nixon, Carter, and on up. Not even LBJ. What did he do for you? He didn't really, you know what I mean? He just signed a piece of paper. You are realizing that, right? Abraham Lincoln didn't really feed the slaves because Johnson came behind him and paid all the slave people for their slaves. So you really just, the United States paid for all the slaves and made them indentured servants. If you can understand that. Abraham Lincoln was the scapegoat. The United States paid the slaves holders for their slaves. That's why we have Juneteenth, because they had to get the money up. Motion Man, what's up with you? Have y'all heard this phone conversation? Abe had slaves.
I'm guessing they're all under 18.
And Johnson, the president, the next president after Abraham Lincoln. Johnson had slaves too. He paid all the slaveholders for their slaves. Moch, what's up with you? That's the emergency. Did y'all know the dude was half Asian? He gave the reparations up. Johnson took them back. He actually gave some people that were free slaves the 40 acres in the mule. And the bag of gold and the shotgun. I don't know why they keep forgetting that. It's supposed to be a bag of gold and a shotgun to go with the 40 acres in the mural. Guns and butter. They took that shit back. Boach man, what's up with you, family? No, and Johnson literally Googled it. It was from in between Charleston and Savannah. Johnson went got that shit back. You know that Nolan Wells is half Asian, right? Y'all do know that, right?
All right. And did you want me to look up Jerry's membership number or anything like that to see if you up? I know.
And being that his mama is at the forefront of his support, don't you think the Asians should be rallying behind his mother? Not even joining with, they don't even have to join up with the black community, but don't you think they should be rallying behind one of their daughters? Definitely, because we wouldn't have had knew about it if he was a full-blooded Asian. We wouldn't have had knew about it. But we giving him full black people rights. There's so many black people got so many videos about Nolan, and it's people that fussing with their family about Nolan. So what I'm trying to find out is his other half, are they even worried? And if so, would they become the face of civil rights? Why they no better than play with Asians? Asians don't hold no power here. Asians are second-class citizens in my book. What difference would it make if Asians if they was going against Asians?
There's nobody on board the boat? No. Nobody in here is over the age of 21. Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Not in my book. Smart people are jumping on because there's no merit to the shit, no way, and it's a guaranteed monetized situation. You feel me? It's about support. You think the Asians ain't supporting because black people are boycotting Asian businesses right now? Why you hope the family sue Crump? And why did his mama go get an Asian lawyer? Shit, if you only knew Craft for Soul, you ain't living in reality. I lived in reality my whole life. You would be surprised. This shit right here is nothing. Until you go through something like this that Nolan Wells and everybody's going through. Nolan didn't know that he was going to be the face of this shit. I don't want Asians to care. I'm asking a question, fam.
Do you need the United States Coast Guard? No, we do not.
What's going on, John? Should the Asians be behind Nolan Wells? Because I'm asking this because his mama is on national news crying, world news crying. The Asians ain't feeling for their sister. I don't want them. It doesn't matter to me if they care or not. I'm good. Right. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know he was Asian either. That's why I'm asking, should Asians be out in the street like black people are out in the street? Look at Proud for Soul. She is going back and forth with me behind, Asians seem to stay pretty quiet on it. Right? Okay, Mo, see, now we get into it. See what I'm saying, family? Y'all just coming in, catching on to what I'm saying. Like, why are Asians so quiet? And what's the reason then? We fight, is it black people taking up a cause that should we be united with them? As in solidarity with his mama. His mama's on TV crying, man.
Can you verify your coordinates one more time? Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees by 14.6.
See, you keep saying race don't matter, but you keep saying your kids won't get on the boat because of race. See what I'm saying, Proudful? You keep saying race doesn't matter with this Nolan Well stuff, but you just said your kids won't get on the boat because of race, because of what happened with the transatlantic slave trade. What?
Is it a crown is the question?
Right now, we get into it because Nolan Wells. Why is it a big secret? It's everybody making such a big thing that some black kid was wronged by white kids. Come to find out, he's Chinese. What I'm saying, or Asian. Let's say Chinese. No, race is history, dude. So why? Well, okay, what about history? Explain it. Because some white people brought black people over here to sell, Africans here to sell, right? That's race. Proudful soul, you gotta stop, man. All these Asians came here with $20 in their pocket and make it how so? I don't know now. One Asian that came here with $20 in their pocket, they come here with every fucking thing from their village. That's the story they tell. If you leave it up to every immigrant comes here with $20 in their pocket and a cheese sandwich.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, Proudful Soul, because you keep saying it's not race. So what is the transatlantic slave trade? What is that? What would you consider that then?
Is there a person? Is there a person? A living
Nah, see what I'm saying?
on the boat?
No. You said you raise your kids. So you raise your kids to be racist. You said you raise your kids not to get on the boat with white people because of the transatlantic slave trade. How does that make sense? You can stroll back. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm quoting you right.
All right, thanks.
Proudful Soul, because you know what I mean.
Everyone have life
My
insurance?
children wouldn't dare get on the boat with so-called friends, especially after the transatlantic slave trade. So what does that? You just said that's what you said. You didn't say this. You didn't say my children wouldn't dare get on the boat with so-called friends, especially after the transatlantic slave trade. Did you not say that? Hold on, let me turn this shit off now, Proudful. Listen, we gonna talk today. Me and you gonna talk right now. Oh, and black people sold black people. Africans sold Africans, Drew. Not black people sold black people. Africans sold Africans. I'm not African, so I can't even debate that with you. No, Proudful Soul. Stop trying to clean it up. You say especially after the transatlantic slave trade. Meaning, you know what I mean? Explain that. Nah, see what I'm saying, Proudful? You trying to clean it up. Nah, you know what you meant. Yeah, see, but it don't. See what I'm saying? Smash that like eyes without a face. What do you mean, Drew? Arab soldiers, everybody. Look at the winning sperm. I know that you're not. I know you're not that smart with that motherfucking name. You're not that smart. Smash that like. Shit, white folks sold everybody too. Do your history on the Barbary pirates in the Barbary coast. That was the white slave trade. White people sold white people too. The Vikings and the Vandals and the Visigoths. You gotta Google that shit, man. Y'all gotta stop. Know what I'm saying? Who was it? A white guy, Proudful Soul? And you know what? Some of us ain't. You probably ain't the winning sperm. She probably couldn't get the money for the abortion with your ass. You the one that got away. Right. But you know what? Sure, you're alive. Just because you say you are don't mean you are winning sperm. Okay, he going fishing. Drop the link right now in the live. Drop the link. Did you video it? Drop the whole link to that live. I see Al Sharpton that one. Crump, he new to me in the last 5 or 6 years, but Al Sharpton, the old, he'll get money. Al Sharpton is a strange character. I seen Al Sharpton support a black girl that lied on the police and said they kept her out all night so he can get paid. I saw Al Sharpton testify against the Italian mob about cocaine in the 80s. I also remember when Al Sharpton was billed as, you know what I mean, the baby James Brown on 125th Street preaching the gospel. Dude, drop that link. He gone fishing. I see that, prayerful, but I don't give a damn. You still chilling, cooling the motherfucker. Okay, y'all get over there and check out He Gone Fishing. He done got a whopper today. I'm gonna go and check it out. Fishing to see did you really get one of them giants. I'm gonna post that link too for you. Play wow. Y'all get over there and check out He Gone Fishing, man. He done quite a goddamn monster. Yeah, Michael Jordan just won some shit with an all-white crew. Man, fuck the MLK files, man. We know MLK, he was a preacher. You must don't know about the black culture. Preachers fuck everything, dude. Preachers get all the pussy. They get the big piece of chicken, dude. Shit. Michael Jordan also won a goddamn a NASCAR joint, didn't he, Mulch? I'm just asking the question, why ain't the Chinese people speaking up for their sister that got wrong? There's 11 of y'all in here, man. Double tap that screen, man. Share me out. Scotty, if you got so much for ski, go take a nap, dude. How come preacher got a big house and everyone else poor? Because people stop believing in God and start believing in their pastors. Don't you hate when you hear your granny always talking about my pastor? It's the code of personality. A lot of times, you know what I mean, people be looking for so much. Ain't nobody never heard from God, but they hear from this preacher every week. So it turns into, instead of worshiping God, they start worshiping the preacher. That's why the preacher got a big house. You know what I mean? Give it to God. That's why, Kel. What's up with you? What's your opinion on it? Why do preachers got a big house and everyone else is a poor man? That's sort of like the president. Ain't he sort of like a preacher? He always talking to the flock and he supposed to be taking care of the flock. That's what a preacher is, right? No, I'm just asking the question. Why aren't Asians supporting his moms? Ain't she Asian? Because Nolan is half Asian. His mama is Asian. This preacher ain't stealing it. They passing that plate. You must have never been in a black church. They'll fucking put up. They'll say everybody bring up $100 to get a preacher. They'll say shit. Everybody bring up $100 to get a preacher. You motherfucking lie. Right, there's no need to be a middleman. You got to pay for it. Church costs. They slide that plate. If you don't even put some change in that shit, everybody looking. Sometimes I mean, hell nah. Why I gotta be high, family? I'm smoking weed, but why I gotta be high? I'm always smoking weed. You must be high, dude. Proudful. Shit. You barely care about it. You gotta speak for yourself, family. I care about everybody. That's why I do what I do. John, until of late, I didn't either. That's why the dynamics change. Because people been making it about race, but for who? It's monetized, reasoners. Exactly. Come on, reasoners. Who is Cyrus? Yeah, nobody. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to say. Why with this Asian? Who is Cyrus? Ben Crump is a race hustler. Ben Crump, that's a sucker right there. I don't even know. I'm sorry. She should have went and got some Chinese lawyers, some shit. See, that's your problem. You waiting on the Lord to help you instead of helping yourself, proudful soul. What's up, Matthew? What's cracking, family? What's up with you, Matt? Y'all get over there and check out Matthew Alex too. Matthew, you know you can drop the link as many times as you want. A dope ass white boy. And also, I want y'all to look up what God said about fools, and also Solomon. Who is Cyrus? Like, see what I'm saying? He said more than that. Give me another one. You know what's so crazy? If given the chance, I would. I would tell him what I felt. And guess what? If I was made in his image, he'll understand where I'm coming from. Because I'm just like him. You understand? A lot of y'all don't understand that. If I was to meet God, I would tell him if he was right or wrong or whatever. Because if I was made in his image, he'd be like, "What the fuck you get?" I got it from you because I'm made in your image. You feel me? Smash that like, y'all. Sodium versus salt. These people don't realize they ain't bigger than the program. Salute. And also that sugar and salt, you know what I mean, look alike. Shit. Why am I not made of his nature? No, Jesus is not God. Jesus is a white man's creation. You know what I mean? His mother was half Filipino. She claimed to be black though. Just saw her video. Man, she speaks very well educated. Education ain't a color though, John. Education is not a color. It's a choice, family. And sometimes it's a weapon. Jesus is not God, dude. Ebonics. Hey, yo, remember they was selling Ebonics? You can fucking order a whole goddamn VHS tape collection of motherfucker talking in Ebonics. Remember that stuff? They was selling Ebonics. You can order a whole VH1 collection or DVD collection of Ebonics. How to talk, jive talk, slang. Ain't that crazy how they monetize some. How do you know that? Have you ever heard of Ann? Do you know who Ann is, Drew? Smash that like. Jesus was not white. Consider, yes, he gone fishing because Jesus is a creation by the Spanish government, Isabella and Ferdinand, the Spanish monarchy, the Spanish Pope Borgia, and his son Cesare Borgia, who used his picture as the Jesus Christ. That's when it first. You remember? Go back in history. You never heard of Jesus Christ until like 1492. Before then, there was no Jesus Christ. Tell me I'm wrong. There was a Yahshua and Esau and different names depending on which nationality was saying it. But the Jesus stuff started to colonize South America. Wow, are you reading the Bible in the romanticized? You know what I'm saying? Or are you reading the Bible as somebody's genealogy on the Old Testament? Somebody's genealogy, everything that happened in their family, and everything that they experienced, and then it switched over to propaganda. One guy is telling you, if you don't do this, you're going to hell. You know what I mean? And his daddy sent him to tell you this. Okay, can you understand that? The Old Testament, which the same people that killed him rebirth him. You notice that, right? Jesus comes back from the dead, but the same people that killed him, their book is in the beginning of the Bible. The Old Testament is the Jewish people, the Hebrew, the tribe of Koresh. You know what I mean? The people of the book. That's their religion, dog. Their religion is their genealogy. That's all the Bible is. The Old Testament, the Torah, is their genealogy. From Jesus' time, they don't know when Jesus' time was. When people first start referring to themselves as Christians, it was 300 years after Jesus. The Paul that started the church is not the same Paul that walked with Jesus or Yahshua or Isa on the seas of Galilee and all through up and down the shores of motherfucking the Levant speaking in Aramaic. That's not the same guy, man. Charlemagne was not Christianizing Europe. When Charlemagne was popping, the majority of Europe was wearing the Thor's hammer around their neck. They were Odinized. It was, you know what I mean? My mother used to always say, son, don't ever let grass grow under your feet. Chucking. You know what I mean? Salute the mama. She told you right. Right. So how was Paul all of a sudden, you know what I mean, a Christian? I'm talking to Paul of Tarsus. If you know what you talk, if you know who, you know what I mean, Paul of Tarsus. And then hold on. That was Simon Peter. You sure there wasn't no Paul that walked with Jesus? Okay, John, so do you think the Asian community should be involved? What's going on, Chuck? What part of the country you at, family? Exactly. Paul used to be Saul, so the same thing. But that wasn't the same Paul, Saul, whoever it is, that started the Christian church. The Paul that started the Christian church was 300 and some years before the circle that they said the Isha character would have had been around, the Christos. So, get your history right. And then with the meeting of Nicaea is when they indoctrinated the Bible, shall we say. Took out what they wanted to take out, like Jesus and his 4 grandmas. You know about Jesus' 4 grandmas? You probably don't, because you've been reading the Bible. You know what I mean? Okay, you better penitentiary. Chuck, you better penitentiary. April Showers live in Joliet. They claim. See what I'm saying? You can't claim shit, man. You got to know. That's the problem. They got y'all on faith. The term Christian came from the Greek word Christos. The enlightened, like Christos. And it's been many Christos. Emmanuel was one of them, okay? Nimrod is mixed in with the Jesus theory. You got to do your history. Don't let history do you, Drew. It wasn't from no Antioch. Tell me where Antioch at. Where's Antioch? I just told you that. Christos. You better scroll back about 10, 15 seconds. I just said that. Christ comes from Christos. Come on, man. In the meeting of Nicaea is when they got the Bible together. Know what I mean? They got the lies. They took out a lot of the fucking shit that would tell you what the Bible really was about. It's somebody's genealogy. He begot him. Him begot he. You know what I mean? Go check it out. Right, the mother Ann. Let's drop that shit, Mark Jackson. Don't tell him shit. Well, his grandma name was Ann. So when you say Mary Ann, all you're saying is Mary, daughter of Ann. Like Jacob, Ben Jacob is Jacob, son of Jacob. That is true, Drew. Which one of you just said something about Charlemagne? Charlemagne traces his lineage directly back to Mary and her mama Anne, the Merovingians. Come on, man. Yes, it is. You have been taught to romanticize, to read the Bible romanticized. Do you know that the Bible got aliens, it got prostitution, it got adultery, it got gay shit, it got everything that go on in the world in it. But when you read the Bible, you read it romanticized. You think angels are these little fat kids with wings, dog. Right in your mind, man. Open your mind, man. How open is your mind? Not too open, I see. And that's not a diss. I read the Bible 10 times, dude. You talking about I'm wrong. I read the Bible 10 times. 3 or 4 times as a child, forced to read it because you went church, and me, I was always the one to get engrossed in whatever was placed in front of me. Knowledge, you know what I mean, don't care who, you know what I mean, attain it. You know what I mean? The brain appreciates it. But then as an adult, I read it a couple of times romanticized because I needed to call on something, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? But then when I started really, let me read this in a different perspective, as somebody's genealogy, and you know what I mean? You'll have a whole different perspective. And then with the background on the Christian church that pushes a certain Bible that was written by King James, who right before he wrote the King James version, he was known for writing a book about the occult. And they used that book to do the Plymouth witch trials and everything up in Massachusetts area when that shit was popping. In New England, the New England witch trials, they used King James wrote a book when he was just the king of Scotland about witchcraft, the occult, gremlins, and all kind of crazy shit. That's what I'm talking about, Drew. Franks. Merovingians are Franks. All you got to do is roll this shit back and Google everything I said, because that's all y'all do is Google. You never read shit. You TikToking it. TikTok it. I bet you everything I just said, scroll it back, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, what? I know you can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and angels ain't no fat kids with wings. There's some weird, scary motherfuckers. Angels are actually scary. Man, who cares about the earliest depiction of him, Kel? Did you see the millennium picture of the of Jesus from the Catholic Church? Go Google the Millennium Jesus. It's a black dude, muscular, with dreadlocks. Go Google the millennial Jesus Christ. Hey, did y'all hear about this? Did y'all hear about this? You know the Pope and them, they can make people saints. It was this young black kid that because of his birth, when he was born, he was like won't breathing for a certain amount of minutes or maybe seconds. He wasn't breathing, and then he started breathing, and they said that it was a miracle. And you know the Catholic Church was big up in him and shit. Now this same kid, a black guy, is wanted for murder and all kind of shit. This guy is in the books as a glorified, you know what I mean, miracle, baby. The Pope even blessed him as, you know what I mean, that's crazy. Man, the real depiction of angels, not the romanticized version, just like romanticized Christianity got you in here battling me. You know what I mean? I know you don't believe the Baptist preacher, do you? He was damn near a Mormon. What race was George Washington? Maybe Melungian. Who knows? Maybe Melungian. You know what I'm saying? George Washington might have been swarthy looking because he was able to, you know what I mean, battle the goddamn Indians in the French and Indian War with the British. George Washington, I mean, he could have been Melungian. What color was he? You know, before he was George Washington, he was lieutenant in the British, you know what I mean, reserves, American reserves. Prove George Washington existed. I've been to Mount Vernon. I jack daggone turned the fucking apple cider press at Mount Vernon. I rolled up some tobacco leaf from Mount Vernon. Know what I mean? I seen where they grew weed and hemp in Mount Vernon. Hemp for ropes and weed for medicine. Dude, yeah. I've been to Mount Vernon. If you didn't know, that's George Washington little, that was his corporation. They like to say it was a mansion, but if you go there and you got an eye for business, and everything that he did there was for money with slaves. That was his corporation. You know that George Washington was a millionaire in his day. And he won't, you know what I mean? You haven't been to the North Pole. The North Pole is off fucking limits. He never had wooden teeth, Kale. That's a fucking he had teeth made out of fucking animal bones. That's a misnomer. He never cut down on cherry tree or nothing. All that shit is got there gone folklore. George Washington was a millionaire in his day and time. His plantation was a motherfucking corporation. Who hate those white people, Scotty? Go sit down. You ain't got no proof that Jesus existed. His whole religion would be shot if you prove that he existed because it's built off of faith. It was not only crazy, this was the lifestyle and pagan custom of Europe. They incorporated those pagan beliefs with Catholicism today. Yeah, but y'all, you ever heard of a Cathar? Not a Catholic. They had Cathars and Catholics. Cathars were more Gnostic with their belief in Jesus, but the Catholics killed all of them. It's all a motherfucking. And then look, the Catholic Church only got their power when they managed to make it a corporation by electing the people from like Genoa, the Doge in them, over in Venice, Milan, and all the Medicis. When the Medicis put a pope in office and linked the corporation with religion, that's when they really rose to power. Y'all gotta know about that stuff, man. Though the religion, and then it's all these little subgroups like these Christians that's in America. They came from out of Martin Luther in the Reformation because they read the Bible themselves when they ain't Catholic. Some of them come from King Henry VIII that wanted to have a heir, so he broke away from the church so he could divorce some bitches. But most of them are coming from the Anglican part of it, with Martin Luther, the reformer. He put a note on the church door and said, "We tired of y'all reading this shit in Latin. Some of you don't even know, can't even read Latin. You're just reading this shit because you learned it." Oh, no, I mean, we need our own Bibles. And with the event of the Gutenberg press, and also, it's sort of like the internet has made the world so smaller. The Gutenberg press made the world so more open. Now we can print books in our own language and interpret it. Know what I mean? What white conquerors? George Washington removed teeth from his slaves. Yup. Hey, Martha, don't tell him shit. Judaism rejects Trinity. They don't believe Jesus because he was one of them. Why would they believe Jesus was? Because if he was one of them, they should know who he was, right? Right. But look at before the New Testament, Moses had did the most in the tribe of Koresh. He freed them. He parted the Red Sea. He took to the burning bush. Only thing he didn't do is did the Martin Luther King shit. He didn't get to the promised land with him. He didn't get to the part. He never tasted manna. Y'all do realize that, right? Well, if you're not really interpreting it right, Drew, you're wasting your time. BMC, I have an observation. If aliens are real, why do they only visit and adult white people? Right. Exactly. Hard right. Who knows? And they probably be still here that's laughing. I know, and I'm BMC, not BMG. Gangsters don't live that long. You got to stop believing in that romanticized Christianity. You know what I mean? That they giving you. Salute for your faith in that, Drew. I ain't knocking your faith, fam. Salute for that. But you might want to do a little bit more investigation, morely on the back, side of it, and stop dealing with the romanticized that you know what I mean? Because you don't need a group to reach God. It's in you. Who the fuck you think talk to you the most? We ain't talking about Muhammad. See what I'm saying? Every time we conversate about somebody, we always say, what about them? That's the problem. You know what I mean? Because Christianity is romanticized. Is when you read the Bible, go read the Bible and don't romanticize it. Read it for what it is. It's somebody. The New Testament is somebody's genealogy. I mean, the Old Testament is somebody's genealogy. The New Testament is propaganda. I mean, it's nothing like, it's like Aesop fables. It's proverbs. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of, you know what I mean? And sometimes it overlaps itself. The New Testament, the same quote is attributed to so many of those people in that shit, man. But the Old Testament is totally different from the New Testament, if you can understand it. It's somebody's genealogy. Sure I am. Just as sure as you text that shit. And that is so right, Mark Jackson. They will never overstand, family. Chilling, hard right. What's up with you? All right, hard right. Thanks for coming through, showing that support. Shout out everybody coming through, man. Yeah, I read the book of Enoch. They kept a lot of books out. They kept the Maccabees. You ever heard of the Maccabees? The Rastafarians like to read the Maccabees. But I'm gonna tell you this, what's real. A lot of the books of the Bible, they repeat itself. If you go and look at all the quotes, a lot of them say the same shit. But one thing I do know, you don't have to give me the 10 Commandments or none of that stuff to tell me how to live as a man now with learned experience. You should have integrity. And that's all you got to do. You move with an integrity. You ain't even got to worry about, I mean, the Old Testament is about genealogy. Just go through it. You do realize that everybody in the Old Testament are cousins. They're family. He begot him. Him begot who? You feel me? And then they got their little stellar people. Everybody had somebody in their family that was known for something. You know what I mean? See, you want to allow your mind to see that that's all it is. And it has everything. It has aliens, as well as you just mentioned Enoch. It also had an alien, somebody that was not of this, that Moses was talking to the burning bush. It also had adultery, homosexuality, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, Drew. No, if you go way back, they all stem from two people. Yeah, I see. You know what I mean? If you go way back, but and if you notice anything, it's a pattern to that. I've heard that before. That same story. That same story. These guys right here told that same story, fam. Gilgamesh and them. They told that same story. These guys right here. That's, you know what I mean? Aliens. They came from the sky. Elohims. I mean, they're not of this joint. Elohims. E-L. You know what I mean? Gabriel. Samuel. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't really know nothing about it. You just too busy reading the Bible as you know, Damo. Keep on. You know what I mean? That's on you, family. Yeah, he wearing a watch. And he wearing bracelets and a necklace around his neck, family. And the watch got 12 motherfucking dials on it. And what is that pine cone? He got a watch, he got a knife on. And if you see that, what's up, Kamalama? And you see his fucking wrists are flexing. Like he in motion. So this ain't something that somebody carved like, I mean, a silhouette. This a creature. This somebody they saw because they knew that his muscles flexed. Because they didn't have internet or, you know what I mean, dictionaries or encyclopedias back then. This was their form of internet. And it's in stone. You know what I'm saying? How can every religion speak about Jesus and Jesus was only came around 1460 because that's when the letter J was put into the motherfucking the Arabic letters and shit. The letter J. No, they don't speak. Every religion speaks of a Christos or somebody with immaculate conception, born out of this or born out of that. such as Isis, Osiris, and Ra. Okay? Isis and Osiris and Ra. Osiris fought his brother Set, hence the name Sunset. You know what I mean? All night. His brother cut him up. But in the morning, his wife wanted to find him. She couldn't find him, so she needed some help. So knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It came out of her mind. Her son, Immaculate Conception, Ra, the son, every morning, go and find his. The one thing that his daddy was missing was the phyllis, the obelisk. I can't really teach y'all all this shit, man. You gotta go look it up yourself. You look it up. I just told you where they got the Trinity from. Osiris, Ra, or even if you want to go far back, Anu, Enlil, and Enki. If you want to go to Gilgamesh and them, dog. Osiris is not pagan, dude. Osiris is ancient Kibulan. He's one of the original gods, the worship of the sun. If you knew anything, you're right. Jesus is supposed to be the sun, right? You know that every culture on the planet, in some form or fashion, their religion is based around the sun. Sun worship is the #1 worship on the planet, family. Ain't no paganism. White people use the word paganism for when it ain't mayonnaise, dude. Cut it out, paganism. Demons, nah. Nope. You possessed too, Drew. Salute, for instance, then you know the value of the obelisk and what it means. Smash that like. Alien is those things that white people they don't understand. They call it alien, right? Hey, for instance, I got this from a flea market probably 20 years ago. I stayed with the Tasmans. I stayed with the Tasmans family. I need to acquire an obelisk. I had an obelisk incense burner. I stayed with the Tasmans. Smash that light. Smash that like, y'all. What's up, Nicole Thoughts? What's up with you, sis? How's your evening? Okay, I like that obelisk. Man, they read the short version, King James version. Ask them how many Bibles there are. It's crazy Bibles, the Apocrypha, all kind of stuff, man. But I told y'all they romanticize religion in America. The religion that they get is no less like the history books they get. It's watered down and it's all packaged like a program. Christianity has been put into, that's why it's non-profit in America. You know what I'm saying? They let you make all the money because all they want you to do is promote some form of fashion of that Knights Templar cross. Water attracts abundance. You know what? I ain't never heard that, family. But you know what? That's one of my new mottos. For instance, what's going on with you tonight? That is not Gilgamesh with the watch on. This is an Anunnaki statue right here. This is one of their deities. This ain't Gilgamesh. The Dead Street Scrolls is a setup. They just like Hawass. The Egyptian dude is painting all the Egyptian dudes white. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out, man. I'm talking way before Sumeria, fam. Sumerians spoke of these people, but I'm talking way before Sumerians, dude. I'm talking the Ngigi, the Anunnaki, Enlil. This one, I'm talking when people was wild, people like Enkidu. Smash that like, man. Go Google some of this shit. Scroll it back and Google it. That's where a lot of our religions come from. These people. But it's been formed in fashion. It's like a blueprint. Know what I mean? It's a blueprint to how you stylize your religion. You gotta have the Father, the Son, and somebody else, because in the homophobic Christianity world, you notice they took the woman out of everything. The divine feminine is everything. Ain't nothing popping without that P. But it's don't it seem strange to y'all? They don't give the divine feminine no relevance. The vessel should be just as important as the liquid that's inside of it, right? Nah, Monta. That's the beauty of it. Because ain't nothing wrong with sharing a little knowledge, Monta. Even if they resist it, they got it. They'll go fall in the rabbit hole and Google that shit. Poor righteous teachers respect it. Moving water mimics cash flow and incoming opportunities, clarity of mind. Still or clear water represents calm, focused financial decisions without fear. Purifications, water washes away negative. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. For real. Got your guru tonight. You usually got there go strictly touching the money and dropping bombs on corrupt politicians. You dropping that guru shit tonight, my G. That's what it is. I think I am, Monta. But that's the thing. If they think I'm wrong, they'll go Google it and they won't admit it. But in their minds, I will have a positive impact. That they'll be like, they probably learned something, but they'll never admit it. It's not my job for them to admit it. It's my job to teach it to them. Okay, fam. It's not my job to make them admit to it. It's my job to teach it to them. Because now this will make them go down a rabbit hole and try to prove black wrong. Smash that like, y'all. They'll go and try to find about the Ngigi and the Watchers and Nibiru. You think Christianity is a young religion, as well as Islam and Judaism. Go to Western Africa and look up the Dogon of Southwest America, the Hopi Indians, Teotihuacan. Those places wasn't even built by humans. You cannot debunk that I'm real. YouTube just said I was damn near AI. Smash that like. Hey, Drew, I'm not knocking your faith in whatever you believe in. You got to believe in something. But some of that stuff you might need to investigate it outside of looking at it at the religious aspect of it. Look at it as, you know what I mean, the data and analytics and the creation of it. Where is its root origin? But you know, those parts seem obscure. You know, all Catholics don't venerate the Mary. All Catholics don't even represent Jesus Christ. Some of them have their own personal saints and prophets, like Guadalupe. And if y'all know anything, you know Saint Nicholas, the guy that y'all attribute Christmas to, and all that stuff. Saint Nicholas was from Turkey. Smash that like. Christianity, to me, now this is my opinion, not knocking nobody's faith. To me, Christianity is a promotional, monetized religion. They let you promote Christianity, but you can put your own spin on it. Especially in America. Look at all the different churches. And look how wicked they are. Do you think if they really was in tune with God, they would be committing all the atrocities? Even if you look at the Catholic Church in its history with systematic slavery. I mean, and covering up a bunch of shit. Do you think if they really was even had an inkling of who God was, if they knew that it was going to be fire and brimstone, they would be doing anything wrong? That'll debunk everything you're saying, Drew. If that shit really was what it was, the Bible that you read, King James Version, all that stuff, And these people are reading the same Bible you're reading, but they committing more crimes than a little bit. Nah, Drew. Just as sure as you sitting in here and you ain't left, you know I'm telling the truth. You probably Googling that shit like, damn, damn, damn. You might be ready to put on a yarmulke right now. Just because you type that, that don't mean you believe it. You just like the people that come in here and say, Daddy Trump, all hell Trump, or that Trump's the smartest man on the planet and all that shit. No less. A motherfucker will never tell you that you bested them, especially with a mental, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, some religious type of shit. You base your shit on faith. You believe. You know what I mean, do you? But you don't know. Smash that like. See, with me, I don't believe shit. I gotta know. That's true. Christianity is still in its infancy, especially within the realm of truth and spiritual application, right? Because its birth is in tyranny and oppression. Okay, even if you go back to the root of it, they say it was some people that was like bucking in Rome that then when this emperor seen in the sky some cross and he turned into being a Christian. Okay, I say he was just fucking a broad that was down with that Christian cult group running through Rome, and he latched on, and they got big. You know what I'm saying? That's all. The biggest cult group, because its origin is they say it started with 12 guys and a few broads, some Magdalens. Go Google what a Magdalene is. Since you don't need Google, go Google what a Magdalene is. A Magdalene is a fishmonger and a whoremonger. When she can't sell fish, she sell fish. So 3-4 of them was running with Jesus in them. Remember, y'all romanticized Jesus. He didn't have the streets of gold. He was in, if he was a layman, he was no less like a construction worker, whether he was a carpenter or just a regular mason, as they say. You know what I mean? And then they say that he was drinking all day. Everything, they were drinking. His subject had been, you know what I mean, high blood pressure. He's spilling salt on the table. So, you know what I mean, it was evident. You know what I'm saying? Stop romanticizing it. I don't give a fuck about the manuscripts. Just look at what they giving you of Jesus. Dude, he was a construction worker. He was drinking all day. He ran with 12 dudes from all different walks of life. Some niggas gave up their job. One of them dudes was a tax collector. He said, fuck that. I'm about to roll with dude. You know what I'm saying? Some people he bucked on. And then he had his brothers. Some of them guys was actually his blood brothers. Jesus, the Immaculate Conception. He actually had blood brothers. You know what I mean? Shit. Just as sure as y'all commenting, y'all know I'm touching that shit. Fuck the root origin. Fuck the root origin. Nah, dog. Y'all motherfuckers hating. I just dropped that shit. I bet you y'all investigating that shit. I bet you. Especially you, Drew. I know you checking on that shit right now. Hey, I ain't trying to change your mind, but if I change your mind, don't blame me. You didn't believe the shit in the first place that you said you believed. Go Google that shit. Stop romanticizing religion, dude. That story, Jesus' story just popped up. There's no ancient manuscript showing you Jesus doing his 1-2s. And when they do show you something, even an inkling of the Christos, the Magi, or any of that stuff is, you know what the Magi really is, don't you? The Magi is the people that protected the Pharaoh. It wasn't no 3 kings. The Magi was out of Africa, dude. Nah. People should read Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. What is that? No, it's not Elvis' fault. Fault your school system. You can't read. And and I can tell you can't read because you ain't read shit but the Bible. And you're heavily indoctrinated, Drew. And that's my opinion. Go research some of this stuff, man. Don't just take that stuff for face value. This is serious. Yaqub and Esau, dude. Yaqub. You know the story of Yaqub, which is more famous than Jacob. Yaqub was on the island of Patmos. And he was grafting people. Trying to get, you know what I mean? That's why they say white people from the Caucasus Mountains. The island of Patmos is right outside of the Caucasus Mountains. You know, people from Azerbaijan, um, Georgia, the country, not the state, the Caucasus Mountains, man. King Midas. That's why they say all Jews. King Midas was the first beta Jew, the first Caucasian to accept Judaism. The Khazarians. Kazakhstan. Go look at their flag. They have the King David star, but they say they're not. I mean, Khazars. Shit, Drew. Go Google all this shit. Whoever was a tax collector. He was running with a gang, 11 other motherfuckers with Jesus. And it's always a nigga that snitch. Judas. But don't you know they say that Jesus never died? The person that they attribute to Jesus. White folks say he went to France and he started the bloodline, the Merovingians. They say it was his brother that died on the cross. Come on, man. Looking at another podcast, watching the world commentator breaking down an interview on All Kids on Nolan Wells. Alright, John. Shit, I just changed your mind, Drew. Just as sure as you conversating about it. Because I didn't say nothing about changing your mind. You did. See what I'm saying? You like, oh shit. Hey, I mean, it is what it is, family. Shit, I know no one can, but I am somebody, Drew. You feel me? I know my worth. I know no one can, but I am somebody. I know my worth, family. Smash that like. That's crazy, man. You heavily indoctrinated. Why are Asians quiet about Nolan Wales? Is it the Asian business boycott? Drew, is that the reason that the Asians have not got behind his mom? She's Filipino. Is it because of the Asian business boycott? And are black people boycotting Filipino business? All the Filipinos I know cool as fuck. It's one used to be with the Neptunes, Chad Hugo. He's a Filipino guy. He tight. He just put out some new music too. Y'all go check out Chad Hugo, man, formerly of the Neptunes with Pharrell Williams. This verse describes the birth of Esau, the firstborn son of Isaac, and Rebekah, and the twin brother of Yaakov. Check on it. Before like the 14th century, there was no Jacob. Every Hebrew, every Yiddish was named Jacob. Go check out who Jacob Fugger is. You know who Jacob Fugger is? The Pope and all the kings, the white kings, owed him some money. That's why they don't like Jews. He ended up owning all of motherfucking Europe by loaning both sides of the war money. Jakob Fugger. That's where the term motherfucker, you know what I mean, comes from. That's that old German. That's what they say. Also, Yakub was on the island of Patmos where he created the white devil by grafting. But go Google that shit. Yakub on the island of Patmos. Drew. Yep. And if it was 16th century, it probably was a black guy. Because people don't realize in 1492 when Columbus came to find this shit, an island over here, Spain was under the rule of black people as well as southern Italy. Okay? Was part of Spain. So black people ran from Spain to Italy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, white people say Jesus went to France. Google what a Merovingian is. You said Charlemagne, right? Y'all, Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying? Which one of them motherfuckers had the Magna Carta? Was that Charlemagne? But yeah, that's what they say. They say Jesus with the. That's when all the fucking voodoo shit started coming in with white people and religion on their little peninsula of Europe. Because before Jesus Christ crosses was around their neck, they was wearing Thor's hammers. Right? They wouldn't even know. They were like, what? And the Lord and the Master was because it was a feudal system where they were just like slaves. They called them serfs and peasants and little fiefdoms. And that's why the Bible, it switches from Lord to Master when it came to America. When the slaves had it, the Southern motherfuckers changed that shit to Master, took the Lord out of it. Because it wasn't the Lord of the manor, it was the Master of the plantation. Come on, man. Why are Asians quiet about Nolan whales? That's the conversation, Drew. What's, should they? Should they not be concerned about what happened to their peoples? What's stupid about one to know what happened to young blood? Word. How am I too far behind the convo, dude? Ain't nobody even brought up that his mom's Asian. Dummy, how am I too far? I'm ahead. I mean, I bet you never heard nobody speak on that his mom was Asian. Y'all too busy thinking about race, and it might be a matter of culture. You too far behind. You still reading the Bible and praying to an imaginary God, and you're calling me far behind. Don't you know this? The future. This is AI. What happens when an alien pop up? Your whole concept of Jesus is going to be crushed. When an alien comes to us, I'm the guy that they took the Jesus story from. That was my life, dude. Patmos was used as a scientist's experiment. Google Yaku. Hey man, now they're asking when were the life jackets and Nolan's death? Wow, never thought about that. What was the life jackets and who brought the alcohol, John? Are they saying who brought the alcohol? Who brought that alcohol, man? I want them to at least go to jail. Was it the Akins guy, his grandfather? Who brought that damn alcohol, man? Them folks always letting their kids drink when they young. He can have a glass of wine. Now look, when dude called on that phone to them people, he was pissy drunk. Wyatt, wasn't that Wyatt? Ain't this Wyatt on this phone conversation? Pissy drunk. The belt. I want the belt, child. Them white folks going to jail, man. I don't give a floozy. We ain't getting off of that. Them white folks going to jail and they need to. Wasn't it? He told some, I want the belt, child.
Speaking, how can I help you? Hello, sir.
But did you hear him say, don't step in that puddle of blood? Them white kids going to jail.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No.
Nobody in here is over the age of 21. Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual
His
on the
ass
boat?
plastered.
Hey, we're at the West Tip of Florence, and my village pump stopped working. We're thinking they also
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's going up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
He plastered.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
Jerry's going to jail. He gave those kids alcohol.
Like guaranteed. I don't
All
have
right,
the exact
unless
one.
you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get
They said Jerry name, but they redacted the phone numbers.
Yeah, everybody
How
knows.
many? All right.
But
The
even if they
United
knew about his
Coast Guard?
death and they didn't notify nobody, that's still
Do
foul
you
play.
need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need them.
No, we do not
All
need.
right. All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go
Listen to this.
If not, I can send you a text message.
north. Alright, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm available.
North, 33, Bob. 46, 17.
He is plastered. Somebody going to jail.
All right. You were breaking up a little bit. Can you just repeat it one more time to make sure I have it correct?
He is plastered.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what? Look at this
Are
shit.
you breaking up? If you need assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
What's the orange juice?
VHF radio.
Demons don't
Alright, well,
exist.
let's try to get you going because you don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees by 40.
He hyped now.
684 north, and then west by 88 degrees by 46.79.
You had it right though. With you, Drew.
Right, it looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we're
Horn
at
Island?
Horn Island. Yes.
Alright, is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were sinking, yes.
Is it aground is the question?
No, we're not aground. We are in.
Okay.
17
His little
foot
drunk
of water,
ass.
31 foot of water.
31 foot of water.
Pretty-
Somebody going to jail. These motherfuckers been drinking.
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
Unsank.
Alright, where would you like it towed to, sir?
We can tow it to Ocean Springs or Fort Bayou Lawn.
Where at, nigga?
Alright, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
Chilling, fam. You know how I do it. We've been heavy conversation because I don't debate. Heavy conversation on God. You know the quintessential shit.
I'm gonna jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many
what's
adults
going
on board?
There's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No.
Sir, that was not
Right.
the question.
Did you
Is
find
there a
anything?
person-
Anything come
is
up?
there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Yeah, Drew.
Hello?
But who gave these kids
Is there a
alcohol?
living
None of them are
person
21.
breathing on the boat. Is there anybody on the boat?
There's lots of people breathing on the boat.
He
All right,
plastered,
how many
man.
people, sir?
Like 7.
All right, thanks.
He's plastered.
Does everyone have life jackets
Hammered.
available to them?
We have life jackets available.
All right. Verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore, 22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
This is Captain Seth.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
Good, good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're gonna have a fee for service come up under Jerry. It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking. And he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So he said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18. And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and tow it in.
No, when he said don't step in that puddle of blood or some shit, them boys going to prison.
A Triton 24 footer, but that's all he can give me.
Okay. Alright, yeah,
His granddaddy already knew what was going on.
And he said that, yeah, Jerry, yeah. He said, I literally, I mean, I just hung up with him.
See what I'm
He
saying?
said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, they'll call me back.
Why is he calling for help if they don't need any help? You see what I'm saying?
Because they're in a panic and their boat's going crazy.
Yeah, they're in a panic. He's saying the bilge is not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just really upset on the back end. And
Why he so upset?
He just doesn't understand.
Okay, do you still have him on the line?
Yes, I still have him on the line. And again, I couldn't find, he couldn't give me anything regarding his grandfather's, membership, so it's just under Jerry fee for service.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just talked to. If you wanna, I mean, I'm not. We're so tied up right now. We can't really do any
Right.
jobs right now.
Is Jerry?
No, whoever gave those kids that alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his boat or what. I'm not sure what's going
Who
on.
cares? When they had it, they had it.
Yeah, transfer the kid over. I'll talk to him and then.
Who gave them that alcohol?
All right. And did you want me to look up Jerry's membership number or anything like that to see if he's up? I know you guys are.
You can try his cell phone number.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Asians
Anything
not
else?
Nolan Wells supporters? Where's the proof and what, Drew? What are you talking about? You just ranting. Somebody going to jail. There's definitely a cover up.
Alright, yep, it's Jerry. Yeah, he's an active member. Hold on.
What kind of boat do you have on? Same boat?
He's one of your members. Yep, 22-foot Triton. Alright, I'll just disregard this one. I'm gonna send you over an accurate one under this Jerry Ackerson one. Okay, he's one of your members.
Jerry Ackerson might have gave him that alcohol.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Jerry's going to jail, y'all.
Alright, transferring now. Thank you again, Captain.
Because somebody gave them the alcohol. If Nolan was drunk and met his demise, who got him under the influence? That's what it got to do with Nolan.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Somebody gave Nolan alcohol. That could have got there gonna help his demise. Maybe those guys were drunk and didn't know what they was doing, or maybe Nolan was drunk and didn't know he was doing. But who got him drunk?
That's the question. Is there a person? Is there a person?
Right, they should go to jail for contributing and more. Everything. And these white kids. Warren.
Our Doge box not working. We're thinking. Can y'all please tell me the membership?
All right, of course. How far is the word coming up, sir?
You took your time to wrote those 3 emojis and all that stuff, fam. Wow.
Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up?
You and you're part of that old ass gang.
We're just thinking. I don't know. Like,
Don't nobody believe that. You probably ain't even a real FLA.
Where's you going? Membership number or phone number?
Wow, dude. Are you even a real FLA?
It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership like guaranteed.
Wow, dude.
I don't
All right, unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Wow, David.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many? All right. Do you need the United States Coast
It
Guard?
is. What part of the country you say you in? Orange juice?
United States Coast Guard.
Who contributed? How are those gonna prove that? Can they prove the contributors gave no? Yeah, because they can trace that alcohol back to when it was bought. You do realize that right now in this day and age, the flock cameras and also cameras that's in these stores and stuff. They can trace that the FBI is involved as well as other federal organizations. If they want to really find out who gave them the alcohol, it's okay. It's pouring down in Ohio. Hey, y'all know it was a crazy shooting in Washington, right? And one of the shooters was supposed to be like a 15-year-old.
4672.
Sure it is, Drew. Just as sure as you, right? You sitting in here. I'm schooling some low IQ people.
I have it correct.
Sorry, look.
The truth hurt, don't it, Drew? That's crazy, fam. The truth hurt, dude.
So you're breaking up. If you need assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
No, we do not have VHF radio.
He drunk as a fool.
All right.
No, we don't have the VHF video.
You don't have good
When you gotta have a butt plug, you're going to jail, Warren.
One more time.
Okay, McCordants are 30 degrees by 14.684.
Yeah.
And then west by
It was in Seattle.
degrees by 46.79.
Shit, but it's contributing to minors. That's a totally different charge. I didn't say murder. I said somebody going to jail for buying them that beer. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, Drew, start trying to buck, and you know it. That shit is wrong. Who gave him that? Yeah, and it's still a crime. So with one crime, there's other crimes. You lie about one thing, you lie about everything. Is the way I feel. No integrity. As parents, which one of those people allowed those underage drinkers? I ain't got to prove it in court. They're going to jail, whether it take a little bit of time or a long time. I ain't got to prove it in court, dude. You talking about proving in court. See what I'm saying? I can tell you don't know what the fuck you talking about, and you ain't standing on nothing because you using a bunch of dry humor. The shit ain't funny, but you know what I'm talking about. Them motherfuckers going to prison for that stuff, dog. They're going to prison.
Jump in and pull the plug while you're doing.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need
Did he say pull the plug or jump in a pool of blood?
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody in here is over the age of 21.
Oh God, he sound like he is plastered.
That was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Hello?
Is there a living person? Someone breathing on the boat? Is there
I bet you at least 3 of them go to jail for murder. And we ain't even gonna bet. I'ma just say that's my hypothesis. You say your hypothesis. Whatever happens, we'll politic on it. But because a bet shit, that's nah.
Verify what boat's sinking.
That's right. 22-foot offshore.
Because if I win, you're not gonna pay up.
Offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
This is Captain Savage.
Exactly, Orange Juice. So you mean to tell me you finna buy some little kids some alcohol and it could have been anyone's kid? Something very, very tragic could happen. Like the shit's still a crime, and that's what happened, something tragic. All of those kids was out of their fucking mind.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board. On Horn Island.
Man, Nolan is on pictures with cans of alcohol. What's that bullshit y'all be drinking, that red, white, and blue can? Not PBR. Nolan is on pictures with PBR cans in his hand. Budweiser and shit. Slim cans. Come on, man.
He said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18. And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and
Hey, you know what? Drew is just a sympathizer. He might got some jack boots on and red suspenders. Who knows? But, I mean,
a Triton 24 footer.
them young boys going to jail. Their privilege is allowing them to stay out this long. But you notice they slowly letting them tell on themselves. The more exposure, the more they fucking up.
Yeah, Jerry, yeah.
Did you hear about what the dude said about the girl? The girl said, the last time I saw Nolan with y'all, I think he was arguing with somebody.
I'm guessing that they may have figured it out.
But he said Nolan stayed with the girl.
Yeah, they're in a panic. He's saying the bill is not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just
Shit, Drew, stop it, Drew.
And, you know, I get it. The kids.
Them people going down.
Yeah.
Okay, do you still have them on the line?
Yes, I still have him on the line. And again, I couldn't find.
Them people going down.
He couldn't give me anything regarding his grandfather's, membership, so it's just under Jerry fee for service.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just talked to. If you wanna, I mean, I'm not. We're so tied up right now. We can't really do any non-member jobs right now.
Mia,
Is Jerry
being Larry, the wife of Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator
Yeah, I'm
Eric
not sure if it's his boat or.
being Lemmy was shot and seriously injured Saturday night. The Northern Virginia News reports the couple's son. I saw that. Her son looked at wild too, man.
All
Forensics.
You want me to look up Jerry's membership number or anything like that?
Jerry going to jail too. He brought that liquor. Jerry, did you buy that beer for those kids? Because your ass is going down, Jerry Akins. Yo, I saw that about that guy, man. That's crazy. The kid looked there. It's just like, what's his name? His son just killed him too. Meathead. Was that Rob Reiner? Rob Reiner's son just got him and his wife like that. And they trying to use some of his goddamn insurance money from his parents to defend him. That shit crazy. Damn. Murder ain't the only crime that can be committed, dude. And even if they knew that he died and they got scared and panicked, to cover up somebody's death is a crime. There's a lot of ways the goddamn gonna find them guilty of some shit. If any of them knew about his demise and got scared, even the adults that helped them cover it up, all of them are committing a crime. Murder ain't shit to conspiracy. If you know anything, murder ain't shit. Conspiracy is the crime you don't want to get convicted of. You can get conspiracy just by helping them clean the boat. That's conspiracy before or after the fact. Depends on how much you knew. I can tell you don't know too much about the law, Drew. Murder ain't shit. Murder got to be proven without a shadow of a doubt. But conspiracy can be just a conversation. Yo, dad, he's dead. Okay, now daddy in there with conspiracy because he conspired. He didn't tell it. He didn't report the crime. Obstruction of justice. But, hey, man, Roof, fight the power. Rock the house, y'all. Cole Medina. Rock the house, y'all. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. What's going on, man, Roof? Hey, forensics. Yeah. Chilling, fam. Chilling. That's cooling. I'm no longer blowing it down on the camera. I'm trying to keep it, you know what I mean, user friendly. You know what I mean? Maybe some sponsorship might come my way if every time they click on that shit, they don't see Black Money smoking on it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm talking. Did y'all know that Nolan Wells was half Asian? And I'm asking the question, why are the Asians so quiet? No, they should go to jail no matter what color they was. Yeah, his mama is Filipino. They should go to jail no matter what color they is. They covered up somebody's death. Somebody gave somebody underage, some alcohol. It's so many things that if it was anybody, if it was Chinese, Spanish, anybody else, they all would have been in jail. Like Quinceañera over. I mean, the mariachi band shut down. No more piñatas. Everybody pour those Modelos out. Everybody would have went to jail. But these kids even got a chance to go muddle the evidence. You know what I'm saying? They got a chance to get their lie right. Yeah, they got a phone. You ain't heard a phone conversation. Listen to this shit. They called the fucking Coast Guard. You heard the phone conversation?
Vicky speaking. How can I help you? Hello, sir.
Hello.
How many adults?
He plastered. Hello.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody in here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is
They
there
drunk.
A person, a living individual on the boat?
Hey, we're at the West Tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're doing.
Hold on. I gotta go back. Cause he drunk.
All right, of course.
Listen.
What's the word coming up, sir?
He said shut the fuck up. Hey, I gotta go back. Let me start over. Listen to this shit. He said, hey, shut the fuck up. Hey, somebody go to jail.
How can I help you? Hello, sir.
Hello.
How many adults on board?
There's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No.
All
Nobody
usual on the boat.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Florence, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking, and y'all please know we have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the word coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's going up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atchison. I think it's Jerry Atchison.
All right.
I know.
Funky Cole Medina.
I don't
All
have
right,
the
unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get
Look at the crime right there. They drunk.
Phone number to reach you at.
Reach me at
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many? All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
I gotta go back.
No, we do not.
Hold on. She said you need the Coast Guard.
Unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay.
This shit crazy.
I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
All right, which one?
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
Which one, Drew?
All right, do you need the United States Coast
Was it the
Guard?
9-8 posse?
What?
Do you need the
Fear the
United
Black
States
Planet?
Coast
Which
Guard?
one was it?
No, we do not need that.
Hold on, I was running my mouth.
All
Listen.
right, do you have your current GPS coordinates?
She said, do you need the fucking Coast Guard? He said, what?
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Ah! Hold on.
No, we do not need that.
Oh, shit. Let's go back again.
Get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Fuck OJ, you better ask Warren.
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many?
Listen to this shit.
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
What?
Ah! One more time. You know when a motherfucker say what? That's some more. Hell no, we don't need
All
them.
right, and is
Listen.
everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many?
For instance, hey, that what says a lot, don't it?
States Coast Guard?
What?
States Coast Guard.
No, we do not.
No. Fuck no. We do not need.
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many?
Yup.
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Nah.
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No.
No, we do not.
No.
All right. All right, do you have...
Then why you calling? Who you fuck? Why you calling?
Let me go.
Help is help. You see what I'm saying? Why don't you need the Coast Guard? Help is help. Don't you think they'll be more better to help you than some AAA boat coming out? The Coast Guard fully equipped. They can get y'all back there faster. Why don't you need the Coast Guard? It
I'm available.
Yours? Pretty
the bilge was taking on water. All they had to do was get a motherfucking pail and you know what I mean? If it got that flooded, they would have made it back.
All right, and you were breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it proves a lot, because you fussing about this call, Drew. You're affected.
Sorry, look.
She said, do you want me to call the Coast Guard? He said, what?
Yeah, what?
What? He drunk as a fool, man.
Breaking up. If you need assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
No, we do not have to be.
All right, peace, fam. Enjoy your night at work, man.
Get your
That's what it is, orange juice.
You don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees by 14.684.
He did know his coordinates, though. That's what's up. Logical assessment.
By 46.79.
Right, it looks like you're on Horn Island.
Don't he sound drunk, though? Don't this guy sound drunk? Logical assessments.
Sinking or you have it aground?
We were thinking, yeah.
Is it aground is the question?
No, we're not aground. We are in
Okay.
17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, has to ask. What do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
For instance, he plastered. He don't even. And is this the one that was on what's that police officer officer? Teddy, what's his name? Is this the one Warren? Is this Warren?
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
He is
Can you
ripped.
hear me?
Jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
He say jump in a pool of blood?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Yeah, Tatum,
How many adults
man,
on board?
Ruth.
There's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No.
Alright.
This boy is plastered.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
The one that was on Tatum, yo, he had a drain. I think they was doing more than fucking
Is there
alcohol.
a living person,
He had a
someone
drain.
breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
There's lots of people breathing on the boat.
They might have been on them 8
Alright,
balls.
how many people, sir?
Like 7.
Alright, thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
Alright. Verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore, 22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
Why is it dumb, Drew?
Alright.
Explain to me why this is dumb.
Transfer you to the local captain now.
This is Captain Crunch.
Hey, Captain Seth, this is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
Good, good. I apologize.
Logical assessments. What part of the country are you from? And have you experienced
Under Jerry.
any form of privilege?
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his
They need to go to jail. Whoever brought these kids alcohol, they need to go to jail.
And he's saying the boat is sinking. And he's on Horn Island. It's super unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So he said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18. And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton 24
Look.
footer, but that's all he can give me.
He already knew.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I just actually got off the phone with his grandpa.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Of the boat. And he said that, yeah, Jerry, yeah. He said,
Okay.
I just hung up with him. He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, they'll call me back. So, I'm guessing that they may have figured it out, because they're in a panic and their boat's going crazy.
Yeah, they're in a panic.
Right, forensics.
He's saying the bilge is not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just really upset on the back end. And, I get it as a kid. He just doesn't understand.
Oh, okay. Do you still have him on the line?
Yes, I still have him on the line. And again, I couldn't find
Jerry and the chief.
He couldn't give me anything regarding his
And her ass too. Lock her up too.
It was just under Jerry fee for service.
Okay.
Lock her ass up too.
Yeah, I just talked to. If you wanna, I'm not. We're so tied up right now. We can't really do any non-member jobs right now.
You sure?
Is Jerry a member? Did you find out if he was a member or not?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his boat or what. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yeah, transfer the kid over. I'll talk to him, and then I'll call his grandpa.
All right. And did you want me to look up Jerry's membership number or anything like that to see if he's up? I know you guys are smart.
She sound complacent though. She don't sound concerned about some drunk kids. They laughing.
Anything on this one?
Watch the chief. They gonna giggle about it. Like they do it all the time. Watch this shit.
All right. Yep. It's Jerry. Yeah, he's an active member. Hold on.
What kind of boat do you have on him? Same boat?
Hey.
He's one of your members. Yep. 22-foot Triton. All right. I'll just disregard this one. I'm gonna send you over.
Hold on. Let me stop this for a minute. Listen. Have y'all seen that fucking commercial that's like it's by Sticker Shock America, and it has like a smiley face. It looks almost like a Walmart commercial, but it has a smiley face with the Donald Trump hair, and every price that it hits is raising it up. It'll hit some shit to say $19.99, and then they'll hit it and it'll be in the red $29.99. Have y'all noticed that commercial floating around? It looks just like a Walmart commercial, man. That's crazy, man. These people, terrible. Chillin', what's up? Intentional Aura. What's up with you, fam? That's a dope name, too. Intentional Aura. That's what it is. Wow. Smash that like. And but no, what's crazy is when she called the chief, he already knew what was going on. So why did those young boys make that call? Like, they was amateurs with it. That's where they fucked up at. If the granddaddy already was handling it, he talked to the same person that the young lady plugged him into, which is the chief. Why did they make that call? You understand what I'm saying? For instance, hey, that's creepy. That's creepy right there. What the fuck was y'all? Why was y'all so friendly? And you already told granddaddy what happened. So if it was some foul play, they told granddaddy that too. Because call my granddad. He'll know what to do. And he called the chief and fixed it already. But these amateur ass motherfuckers making a phone call scared. It's like calling the police about the snitch and then hanging up when you know they're gonna call your phone back. Yo, somebody just called. No, tell us what you call. You said they want on the SS Minnow. What's a Triton? From what they said the boat was, for instance, what's the boat? Intentional Aura, what's going on with you, fam? Smash that like. Shout out everybody coming through, man. Double up on that like button. But that shit crazy, man. This stuff is wild. Akeem, you came in like, okay, Akeem, got you. Akeem, this is your father. I like that name, Akeem Page. That's what it is, my G. So sit back down and you hear a tale of a burial. It was Wyatt drunk and the other three white dudes too. They lost Nolan on the island and called Grandpa what to do. The chief even knew who was the guy that brought the alcohol. Fuck it, burn them all. Nolan Wells, Black Power, y'all. Ah! That's what happens when you get fucked up on Horn Island. You feel me? Coolin', family, coolin'. Hakeem. You gonna get me one day, I'm gonna forget that you intentional Ori. Smash that like. Shut me out. That shit crazy for reasons. Those people going to jail, and they don't see that they're gonna put themselves in jail because they're gonna start imploding on each other. Watch. They're gonna start talking. Somebody gonna get scared because it's too much, and the feds is slick. They won't say a word. They'll wait 5 or 6 years to lock everybody up.
Okay, perfect. All right, and yeah, just transfer the shit over whenever you get a chance.
All right, transfer him.
No, he already knew.
Captain.
All right.
Stay out there. It's crazy. Have a drink.
Oh, it's wild.
No, he laughing.
Did he speaking? How can I
It's
help
wild.
you?
See, what's wild, dude?
Hello.
How many adults on board?
There's 0 adults on board.
Stay out there. It's crazy. Have a drink.
Oh, it's wild.
Did she say have a drink?
In a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect. All right, and yeah, just transfer the shit over whenever you get a chance.
All right, transfer him now. Thank you again, Captain.
All right.
Stay safe out there. It's crazy. Have a drink.
Oh, it's wild.
Damn, she say stay safe out there. It's crazy to have a drink.
Did he speaking? How can I help
Oh,
you? Hello, sir.
these people going to jail. Everybody, the chief, everybody, all of these privileged motherfuckers going to jail, man.
There's nobody on board the boat?
Warren, everybody, man. That's crazy.
Ask the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Hey, where's West Warren and
She ain't asked them where they was at. He said, shut the fuck up. Hold on. Hey, y'all are not listening.
Hello?
Hey,
Is the yes?
If your granddaddy already talked to the chief, why is your pussy ass calling
I don't know. Like we're going down now.
the people?
Alright, well let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on that.
I know granddaddy put foot in his ass. For instance,
It's either Jerry.
I know granddaddy put foot in his ass. Listen to this shit. He talking about shut the fuck up.
Where's the word coming up, sir?
Y'all heard that shit?
Ankles.
Oh shit.
Oh, Weston before and
I know granddaddy put foot in his ass. Look, what's it?
Can y'all please tell me the membership?
Shut the fuck
Alright,
up.
of course. How far is the word coming up, sir?
Oh. Hey yo, these boys going to jail, man.
Is the yes? How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. It's we're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
And they're gonna want to know.
Let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's
They're gonna want to know
I think it's Jerry.
who the fuck.
Alright.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't
Alright.
have
Okay.
to.
Membership number or anything?
All right, Captain.
I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best
The
phone number to
captain.
reach you at?
Beam me up, Scotty.
It's me.
Alright. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's.
How many?
Right, it's a whole conversation going on. Like, have you ever really listened to I Got Five on it, which is just a conversation of niggas about smoking weed. It's not even a rap. It's a conversation. If you ever listen to the background, it's more interesting than the actual rap.
Let me get a look.
If not, I can send you a text message.
North. Alright, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm available.
North. City Creek. Bob. 4672.
Alright, 4672. Alright, you were breaking up a little bit. Can you just repeat it one more time to make sure I have it correct?
For instance, these people going to jail, man.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what?
Any day now, the feds is gonna be kicking one of their doors. I bet money.
No, we do not have.
Not if I ain't even gonna bet, cause somebody just bet me $100.
Let's try to get you going because you don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay.
Any day now, these people gonna be kicking their door in.
684 north, and then west by 88 degrees by 46.79.
Alright, looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we
Horn
are
Island?
Yeah.
Alright, is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were thinking, yes.
Is it aground is the question?
No, we're not the ground. We are in
Okay.
17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
Alright.
He went from 17 to 31. He doubled that shit.
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
Alright, where would you like it towed to, sir?
We can tow it to Ocean Springs or Fort Bayou Lawn.
Alright, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, jump in and pull the plug while you're going.
Oh no, he said jump in and pull the plug.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many adults on board? There's nobody on board the boat?
No.
They going to penitentiary.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Ernesto, what's going on?
Hello?
You gonna have to Google
Is
it.
there a living
Ernesto, aren't you
on the boat?
Filipino?
Is there anybody on the boat?
Ernesto, hold on. Perfect.
All right, how many people, sir? All right, thank you. Does everyone have one
Perfect.
jacket
Ernesto,
available to them?
Yes, we have one jacket available.
aren't you
All
Filipino?
right. Verify what boat, thank you.
That's right. 22-foot offshore, 22-foot shark offshore sea platform.
All right. Please
Ernesto,
bring you to the local
uh,
captain now.
Nolan Wells is a Filipino and black young man who was found unalive
How you doing today?
right off of Horn Island in Mississippi on 4th of July. Well, 2 days after the 4th of July. Right, Ernesto, this young man right here, Nolan Wells, his mom is Filipino. Google what happened to Nolan Wells. He's mainly being attributed to being in the black community because of his father, but he has his Asian side. And I'm asking, okay, in your opinion, do you think Asians will support Nolan Wells being that he's half Filipino? And do you think they won't support it because of the black boycott on Asian products and stuff? Do you think that would affect? And this is the well, Google. First of all, go do some research on Nolan Wells so you can understand who I'm talking about. But yeah, his mother is on the thumbnail. She's Filipino, and that's why I was asking the question: why are Asians quiet about Nolan Wells and this Asian business boycott? The reason, because we're seemingly at odds with Asians, and now it's seemingly we might have to get up and do some. I mean, let's get some justice for Nolan Wells. Maybe he did, but he's still, his mama is at the forefront of finding out what happened to her son, and she's Asian. So, and whether he identified it as black, he probably identified as just a kid. These days, they don't even identify as color. You know what I mean? Older heads, we raised up in color. These kids raised up on how good is your Call of Duty game, and how many Grand Theft Autos have you mastered, and how fast have you mastered them, and what's your TikTok like? You feel me? How many supporters you got? You know? And they sure do lunching out. You know, we come from Asians mixing milk. I grew up with Bobby, Asian Bobby, Filipino, Radley Mendoza. She's a immigration lawyer right now. My kids go to school with Filipinos. You know, it's a certain part of the Filipinos that are called, like, I think, if I'm saying this right, Ernesto, if I'm not, correct me, the Negritos. But do you think that's the reason that the Asians haven't spoke out about one of their peoples? Because his mom is clearly Asian. Why is the Asian community so quiet? That's all I'm asking. And it's just a conversation. You know what I mean? No point trying to be proven, just politicking about it. A lot of y'all are taking it to heart because y'all feel some kind of way that it's 4 or 5 little young white guys and maybe their parents gonna be exposed for using their privilege against the truth and justice being sought. That's what I see, and I don't see it as white privilege. I see it as privilege, power. I mean, prestige. Yeah, Ernesto, have you checked on it? Nolan Wells, his mother. I mean, she want to know what happened to her baby.
There's nobody on board the boat?
This is the conversation right here. The young boys that was with him in the daytime, they said they left him on the island.
Is there a person?
They going to jail. They was drunk.
A living individual on the boat?
Who handed those kids alcohol? Who? Who? They should be charged. That's the.
How far is the water coming up, sir?
You heard him say, "Shut the fuck up." Hey, they tripping. You heard him. He said, "Shut the fuck up."
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankle?
West tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking.
These guys are going to jail, man.
Alright, of course. How
They
far is
deserve
the
it,
coming
too.
up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey,
Is the yes? How far is the water coming up, sir?
it's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
Alright, well let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
Alright.
I know we have a membership like guaranteed. I don't have
Alright,
the exact
unless
one.
you have a
We got
membership
written
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Alright. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
yeah.
How many? Alright. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
When she asked them, do they need the Coast Guard, he say, what? Hell no.
Alright. Alright, do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go look.
Alright, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
Fuck no.
Alright. Alright, do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go look.
If not, I can send you a text message.
North? Alright, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm available.
North, 3 degrees, Bob. 4672.
Alright, 4672. Alright, you were breaking up a little bit. Can you just repeat it one more time to make sure I have it correct?
Exactly, lunching out. But that's that privilege. No matter what color they are, that was that privilege that they're even talking to. Look, the granddaddy already called the chief.
So you're breaking up.
When they talked to the chief already knew what was going on. And he laughing. Shit, that was the seriousness in it.
Get you going because you don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees, by
Oh, he hot now.
684, and then west by 88 degrees by 46.79.
Right, it looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we were
Horn
at
Island?
Horn Island. Yeah.
Alright, is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were thinking, yeah.
He said we sinking.
Is it aground? Is the question?
If y'all sinking, why your granddaddy tell him y'all don't need the Coast Guard?
We're in 31 foot of water.
Alright, have to ask. And what do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unstanked and towed back, yes.
The Coast Guard can do that.
Where would you like it towed to, sir?
We can tow it to Ocean Springs, or Port Bayou Launch.
Alright, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
Somebody going to jail lunching out.
Hello, can you hear me?
Jump in and pull the plug, Bart. Water's going.
Hello, sir.
Bart going to jail too.
Yep, I just need you to answer these
They
questions.
about to lock Bart up too. Everybody going.
How many adults on board? Anybody on board the boat?
Why you say that, Dirty?
Everybody in here is over the age of 21.
Yep, lock their ass up.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on
First of all, who gave them the alcohol lunching out? Dirty Dingus McGee, what's going on?
Is there a living person? Someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
There's lots of people breathing on the boat.
Alright, how many people, sir?
They should have been woke.
Okay.
And I don't like to say woke because if you go by you being woke, that means somebody can put your ass back to sleep. So nah, that woke stuff is crazy.
Verify what boat's sinking.
That's right. 22 foot offshore. 22 foot.
I know one thing. Whoever brought these kids right here alcohol should go to jail. First and foremost. That's why he can't even talk to the lady on the phone. He plastered.
I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
This is Captain Sir.
Hi, Captain.
Look, the captain already knew what's going on.
How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I apologize ahead of time.
Damn, she apologizing.
We're gonna have a safer service come up under Jerry. It sounds like a bunch of
Dirty. For right. For real.
Island.
Not even just not corporate. All of this shit smell like a cover up.
His father's a member, but he can't give me any information.
You see how she talking?
And he's saying the boat is sinking. And he's on Ford Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So he said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18. And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton.
A Triton. A big ass boat.
That's all he can give me.
Okay.
Everybody should be arrested.
I actually got off the phone with his grandpa, who I'm guessing.
Look, he already know what's going on.
And he said that, yeah, Jerry, yeah. He said, I just hung up with him. He said that they
He goes, Jerry. He goes, Jerry, yeah.
But if something changes, they'll call me back.
What's so crazy is these two people never thought this conversation would get out either.
But they're in a panic and their boat's all crazy.
They're in a panic. He's saying the bill's just not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just really upset on the back end.
You better bet this Trump's America.
He just doesn't.
He got the big guns behind him.
Okay,
The military-industrial complex. You better bet this Trump's America.
And again, I couldn't find, he couldn't give me anything regarding his grandfather's, membership, so it's just under Jerry.
Shit, his granddaddy already talked to the chief.
alright, yeah, I just talked to, if you wanna, I mean, I'm not,
Privilege.
we're so tied up.
Look, they beat the lady on the call. She supposed to be linking them in. They done beat the lady on the call. Privilege. Only privileged people can pull strings like that.
Yeah, I'm not,
He just talked to the owner of the boat
I'm not sure what.
before the lady even called from the distress. That's crazy.
And
The chief already know. So the chief of police already know also
And did you want me to look
that
up
something happened with
membership number?
Jerry's kids. Jerry's kids did this shit. Something happened with Jerry's kids. The police already know. The authorities, everybody already know what happened in Nolan, Wales. Just as well as this chief, what was he, the chief of what? He already knew, lunch. Illegal dumping of a corpse, it changes to put the people. But if they took his phone off his body, that's what the capital murder. Well, you taking something off a dead body. But listen, the chief already knew. If he knew that the boat was broke down, he knew the whole story. It's the cover up. Lock, I bet you everybody was complacent with this shit.
Under this Jerry Ackerson one, okay? He's one of your members. You'll get it in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect, alright.
Exactly, dirty. But do y'all think that the Asian community should get behind Nolan's mother, being that she's Filipino? Do y'all think the Asian community should get behind his mom's?
Vicky speaking, how can I help
Because
you?
right now she's surrounded by Ben Chavis, Al Sharpton,
How many adults on board?
and Nolan's father. Where is her representation? It's about family and unity. Do you think this might strengthen the black and Asian community?
That was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual?
You think this will strengthen the black and Asian community?
Hey, we're at the West Board and
This might be a chance too.
All right, of course. How far is the work?
Look, he said, "Shut the fuck up." Hey, lunching out. Did you know that Nolan Wells was half Asian?
Hello? Is the yes? How far is the water coming up, sir?
it's going up, we're just thinking, I don't know.
He said, "We're just sinking."
All right, well let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
These boys going to penitentiary.
It's either Jerry Atkinson, I think it's Jerry Atkinson, from that.
All right.
I know we have a membership on
Jerry Atkinson better to be the one that brought y'all that alcohol.
Do you have a membership number or anything? It's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Right, but the mom looked like the normal light-skinned person to me until somebody brought it to my attention, like today. that the lady's Asian.
How many?
That's why I'm having this
All
conversation
right.
because
Do you need
for
to
real,
speak
I
up?
never. Then when I look at him, he look like
Either you don't
fan like
speak or
Keenan.
both sides.
You know what?
All right.
Yup.
All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
But half my kids look Asian, so you know shit like that is just is up in the air with somebody's nationality.
Sure. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm available.
Sure.
Yup. But then I see this little brother, I was like, oh yeah, okay. But do you think the reason that the Asian community has not got behind the mother
All right.
because of the
All right. Can you break
Asian,
up a little
the
bit? Can you
boycott on
repeat
the
that?
Asians in the black
Make sure
community?
I have it correct.
Sorry, look.
Oh yeah, your son is half black, but he passes for white. Okay, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is.
So you're breaking up. If you need assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
One of my queens, her mama is a pure
Well, let's try to
Spanish
get this
stock,
going because
like straight out of Rhoda, Spain.
can you
So yeah,
verify?
it's an interesting mix because when I look at my daughter, sometimes I feel like maybe the more and I mean pure Spanish stock mixture is that what my daughter's beautiful too. You know what I mean, it's crazy. Well, I understand it. So when you say he's passing as black, would you are you black, Dirty?
Right, it looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you on Horn Island? All right, so boat sneaking or you have it aground?
We were thinking, yeah.
Is it aground is the question?
Ain't he some shit? Granddaddy about to should put his foot in his ass.
We're 30 minutes.
After I call the fucking chief,
All right,
I go
so
past the fucking
anybody
operator
who
and I call the chief.
called back?
I want to
Okay, that's what it is, Dirty. What part of the country you from, Dirty?
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
can tell it to Ocean Principal or Port Volume.
And with that name McGee, you Irish, ain't you?
All right, how many adults and
Or you
children on
Scottish?
board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults?
Well, well,
That was the
well.
question.
What's going on? No Mercy, what's up with you? I'm chilling. What you think about this Nolan Wells situation? And do you think the Asian community should be
Hello, sir.
it's always been borderline tension with Asians and blacks. Remember Tupac rapped about the black girl killed by the Asian store owner, right? Well, remember that movie about the Asians shoot the Koreans shooting it out in LA when the riots was popping off?
Over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
The Simpsons are dope.
Hello?
Is there a living person?
For sure they are, John.
Is there anybody on the boat?
But but usually the Asians roll together in the same, I mean. But I understand what you're saying because here we have a Filipino community that is closely associated with just being a part of our community. They have their own Filipino cultural centers. They have Filipino people who have held political office. It also has a very famous Filipino that is one of the top black music entertainers by the name of Chad Hugo. He is a Filipino who is one half of the group The Neptunes along with Pharrell Williams, and they have been making music since the early 90s, since they've been in high school in the band. One of them is Filipino, Chad. He just put out some music too with Terrell Wack and them out of Philly. That shit tight as hell. Chad wild as fuck. Chad was also always known as the brain in the music part of the Neptunes, where Pharrell was the face and you know the vibe. Chad was always into that high tech shit. He got some music out. Go check out Chad Hugo.
Horn Island, it's just unfortunate he's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So, he said there's
Salute,
about
no
a lot
mercy,
going
first and
on.
foremost. And nobody has said that ever tonight. Nobody. That's what it is, family.
He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton 24 footer, but that's all he can give me.
Listen to this shit.
Alright, yeah, I just actually
He just talked to his granddaddy.
Who I'm guessing is the owner of the boat, and he said, Jerry, yeah, he said, I literally,
Asians will tell you right out, I am either Vietnamese.
help right now.
Not when they're in solidarity, they don't. You must ain't never been to San Francisco. Asian is a culture. Know what I mean? They still remain their individualism, but for real, we don't have Filipino markets. But we have a bustling Filipino community. We have Asian markets. You know, it's more, you know what I mean, fashionable to be Chinese than to be Filipino. So everybody like to fall under the banner of the Chinese and all the other subgroups. So Asian is the way. So yeah, you. I live around Asians. Look, right around the corner from here is Filipinos right now. A whole family of them. And I've been here like 7 years. They've been here way before me. I seen their kids grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Did you find out he was a member or not?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his boat or what. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yeah, transfer.
Well, dirty. That's true. Because right now it's desegregated. So we amongst them. But remember when segregation, it kind of padded the road for black people. Because we knew that they didn't want us over there. So why the fuck we going over there? Let's create it over here. Our music is better. Our food tastes better. Our women are thicker and look better. I mean, why don't we just chill over here? But then they realized that out of that making us not be able to eat at this restaurants and indulge in their speakeasies and stuff and go to their hospitals and stuff like that, we created our own industry. And sometimes, more than likely, all the time, our shit was better than theirs because it was micro. What they was doing it on a large scale and weren't successful out of our being segregated. You know what I mean? We out of necessity. You know what I mean? We made it $1 out of 15 cents. Smash that like. It's the boomers who passed down the racist ways of thinking, right? Here in Texas, they are separate. Look at restaurants. They specify Japanese cuisine. Well, yeah, but where do they have a march? They're going to form like Voltron. Where do they have a march? They'll form like Voltron. And besides, remember Texas is kind of iffy anyway. It's the Bible Belt, and also it's notorious for its Japanese intern camps and German intern camps. So it's not so, it's built off of separation. But go to California. An Asian is whoever is from Asia, including Australians. What's so funny? Australians are considered Asians. It's just like Africans. All Africans are just not Africans. Asia is a continent. You are aware of that, right, John? That's what in my reference to anybody being from over there being Asian is because of their continent. As well as all of us are from different states, but we're from the continent of North Americans, so we're North Americans, and we're also from the country of the United States, but we also are from individual states. So, I mean, yes, Iranians are Asians.
I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
And the Iranian regime that's in here now, they are Caucasians. The Muslims that's in power right now, they are from Azerbaijan. Do your history on them. The Muslims that are in power right now in Iran are from Azerbaijan and Georgia, the Caucasus Mountains. But
All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
the Muslims, Iran means the land of the Aryan people, Caucasians, Aryans. My wife is pro-segregation voluntarily. I got it, but the reality of it makes me sick. What does that mean? She's voluntarily saying we should separate. I'm not against Trump, Ernesto, and that's what you're going for. No, I don't support Trump. I don't agree with half the shit he's doing, but I'm not against him. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't support him. I mean, shit, it is what it is. To the victor go the spoils. So Trump get his chance to fuck it up. You know what I mean? I say, if you really want to make an impact, become a lobbyist. Victor, what's going on?
If you need assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
No, we do not have VHF radio.
Alright, well let's try to get you
Victor, what's going on, Vic?
Cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
She thinks it's good. But aren't you? Did you say you was a black guy and your wife was a white lady? And you cool with that? Why is she with you then? She's mixing. She's the typical woman, man. Never satisfied. Smash that light. You hit her with a good 10 inches and she want 12. It is what it is. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. What's going on with y'all? And you are cool with that your wife, what does she have you as her sex slave or are you an ATM? What are you to your wife if she doesn't, she wants black people to separate themselves? Why she got you? You must be got a good job. What do you work at? Do you know why women wear makeup and perfume? I'm pretty sure you'll tell me, Ernesto. I'll be a huckleberry. Why? I did, Victor. How about you, family? What's going on? I'm gonna have to put a jacket on you. What's been up with you?
Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
You can't believe in that shit loosely. Now you're making excuses for her.
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
Dirty. Now you're making excuses for her, guy. Dirty. What part of the country you grew up in? And what's your fascination with black women? This is their hips, or they style, or just they hustle, or what? What's your fascination with black women? And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. It's not even disagree. Just curious. Cause ain't nothing wrong with it, family. Do you? I deal with a man on his integrity, not on his color. So whatever you like, that's what you like. I've been learned. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Shout out all my Americans in here, man. Serena Williams can get it. Hell no, she too muscular. Fuck no. Is that your ideal woman? She look like goddamn Steven Williams. Hell no. Them biceps and triceps. Fuck. Nah, dog. Nope. All right, Victor, what you about to go get into? They laughing at these kids, man, and they don't kill. My bad, y'all. Lunching out. Every dog loves a good scent.
What kind of boat do you have on? Same boat?
Yeah, he's one of your members. You have 22-foot Triton. All right, I'll just disregard this one. I'm gonna send you over.
We about to wrap this up, y'all. Smash that like, man. Share me out. Lunching out. Hit me, family. Come on, Mike. I'm out of y'all.